Let's go!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Harvest Moon, the Tree of Tranquility. I'm your Master 500 Silent, and I have with me again IceCrystalEmber.
Hello. Again.
Yes. Take 2. Last take of this, I was outside, internet connection kept dying, and there were ants around there, so I didn't want to be outside.
I hate ants. They're especially horrible in Arizona. There's a lot of red ones.
Yeah. The last episode, I think, of what I can remember, of any significance that happened, I bought a sheep, named him Jeffrey, and bought a silkworm and named it Slick. Actually, the game kind of picked out the name Slick, I just kind of went along with it. And I might have had...
Didn't you have a silkworm last time?
No, I did not, actually. The last recording... Oh, there's Kathy again. Hello. No, I didn't have a silkworm. I actually just got it in the previous episode, which was recorded at the same time as this one.
Okay.
So she's got the miniature pineapple berry.
Boop.
Yep. It's not the best, but maybe for a snack.
Numbers.
And actually, I don't think I've explained these yet. Those little events where your neighbors come and visit you like that. That's technically, if they're an eligible person, then it's like the first heart event, technically. And
First what?
A heart event. Otherwise, it's Harvest Moon's way of advancing relationships, like with eligible people,
Oh, okay.
sort of. So they're kind of like, they start off normal, and then they kind of graduate into more romantic encounters and stuff like that. Like,
so she could be a person that your character could marry?
yes. Though actually all the eligible bachelorettes, though, they all come and visit you, but they only visit you once. That's like scripted for the game. But only the eligible late people for your gender will visit you a second time. Like,
okay.
they each all, I believe they each all visit you, that's terrible grammar. They each visit you at about 2...
These are good grammar.
Yes. They each visit you at about 2 hearts, I believe, of affection. Which, as you can see by being so late in the game, I wasn't really focusing on the affection. Which I really, I think that I do so much of that in A Wonderful Life. That's the majority of the game's main focus. I got kind of sick of it. I just kind of focused more on the rest of the gameplay
sick
here.
Of love. Love was boring.
I will do I will do actual courting and stuff like that for the characters. I've been doing just kind of casual random gifts. It's kind of harder to give them gifts in this game as opposed to others, but because you can't get as many random items. Like in this game, you have to grow flowers. You can't just find them in the wild and hand them out.
Oh, you can't like just go out and pick flowers. You have to grow your own.
In this game, and it makes it a little... Flowers don't cost much to grow, but at the same time it's still more inconvenient than not having to pay for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we both...
I made these flowers just for you.
Yes. Which I guess actually probably has more of a romantic significance to people than just randomly picking something out of the dirt somewhere in the mountains.
True, but they don't know the difference.
No, they don't. Those girls are none the wiser. Those girls don't know.
Wait, I made this for you. Not really.
Exactly.
I stole this from my neighbor's garden.
Yes. Some of the characters in this game actually have like scripted heart events, whether or not you're actually pursuing a relationship with them. Like earlier in the game, where the wind came back to the island and the windmill was blowing again. And Renee gave if you're a boy, Renee gives the main character a kiss. That's technically one of the heart events, but that's actually kind of scripted, and you don't actually really need to put effort into it for that one.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
It's like, well, it's kind of the character's own will, I guess, the other characters.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, seriously, I expect to get some kind of affection from people when I just bring back the wind to their island.
I haven't felt the wind in 7 years.
I don't know how long the island could have been without wind. Isn't that, when you think about it, that's kind of creepy to know your island or your location where you live has no wind. at all.
That would be really freaky.
It would be. I mean, like, in a game, you don't think too much about it, but if you were in real life and there was no such thing as the wind, or at least it wasn't around, like it just disappeared for a while, it would probably affect people pretty badly.
Yeah. That actually kind of reminds me of a Ghibli movie. Have you ever watched those?
I have.
Any of those?
I've watched a couple of them with my sister. I've watched Castle in the Sky. I've watched. I think I've watched the entire movie of that little kid whose parents eat the food and they become pigs. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, that's called Spirited Away.
Spirited Away, yeah.
The one that I was thinking of is called Nausicaa, and it's called Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. And
I wasn't sure if that was Ghibli as well, but I've seen that one. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a great. They're all awesome. I love Studio Ghibli, but like sometime at the end of the movie, like since they live in the Valley of the Wind, it's always windy there, and like sometime at the end, I don't want to say specifically what happens because spoilers, but like the wind just stops and everybody freaks out because they're so used to like it being constantly windy.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my god, the wind's gone, we're all gonna die!
Well, if your ecosystem was based off of it, I know, like, I think one of the reasons why the character in this game was so happy that the wind was back is because they used the windmill to grind the corn feed for the chickens and everything, and the chickens are okay with normal food, but they prefer the stuff grinded by windmill or whatever.
How was she grinding it before the windmill?
I don't know, they have it like stockpiled or something, I don't know.
It'd be a pretty big stockpile.
You know, it's hard to...
Your chickens, you can have stale food.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been in the windmill for 7,000 years.
I think the only point of interest in this episode, I believe, is the flea market, which where I have to buy another ingredient for another one of the rainbows. That's basically the significance of the day. Well, that and it is technically a holiday anyway, so that's
an ingredient for a rainbow?
Yeah, it's hard to explain. The harvest sprites, in order to restore the island back to its back to its like former state, the island's health's kind of bound by rainbows, sort of, because they're kind of like they're magical and stuff. Rainbows are magical, so
magic.
Yes, a lot of the stuff in the island started happening again once the first rainbow appeared, and it just gets better as more rainbows appear. Like after you got the first rainbow, the wind came back, and the stormy seas calmed. That was like the major first thing for the rainbows, and you need to have all of the rainbows be able to. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be able to either fix. I think it's supposed to be to fix both the island and try to fix the mother tree, which is like the island's guardian, like symbolic guardian, which is dead, which is currently dead. And basically, I don't know if they really specify it. It's the main character's goal to save the harvest goddess, who is trapped in another world because the mother tree is gone. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated to explain, but you would wonder how the heck a goddess gets trapped or something. So, but it happens a lot.
And that reminds me of Okami.
But there's a lot of Harvest Moon games that result in the Harvest Goddess being trapped somewhere, or missing, or in danger. I guess
she's the damsel in distress.
Yeah, of the Harvest Moon series, yeah. Which seems weird since it's a goddess. Oh, we're going to the festival. Oh, look out. Boom. This collision. She knocked me over. I must be fragile. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in a hurry. Do you have a stand too, or are you just here to shop? Apparently I explained everything through hand gestures. The same one. She's selling desserts.
That's pretty amazing.
Like, please come by and check out my station. Like,
sign language.
Which I actually do, which is the whole purpose of coming to the festival, actually, is checking out her station. Because her station actually has the item we need. Oh yeah, I remember. I was doing this episode with live commentary, and there was multiple interruptions, and oh yeah, that's right, the mic was buzzing, and I just wasn't thrilled with the quality, so I decided just to pitch the live commentary, because it wasn't any good. This was the one I was debating with you about whether or not I should keep, and we're already a third through the episode, I just realized. About that.
Whoa, time flies.
Yeah. Well, actually, not really. That was just the Audacity recording. Well, Liz Hamilton. Oh, good morning to you. I like things like antique furniture. I'm always hoping for a lucky find at the flea market. I'm trying to get his voice back. Man, not easy to do voices when your throat is drying out.
Oh yeah, I know. The last couple of episodes that I recorded, my voice was getting really, like, my throat was getting really scratchy, and I wanted to keep doing like more recording because I wanted to get the Windfall side quest stuff done. My throat was hurting really bad, and I was like, I just can't do this anymore.
Oh, that's right here. I was like browsing the stuff she had, and I found out I didn't have enough room to buy the items, so I had to desperately get rid of something here so that I could have room to buy the item, which is carrot cake, which is what we need for Alan the Red Harvest Sprites Rainbow, which is the next one. And since I happened to needed to get rid of something, and he was right there, Greg gets a free egg for no reason.
Yay! Could you imagine? Could you imagine if somebody did something like that in real life? Like, oh, you're standing at like a shop and your pockets are just like full of like whatever, and you're like, oh, you can't buy this because you don't have enough room in your pockets. So you just like, you're just standing there like, oh, I don't have room, so I will get rid of this, and you just like take all the stupid stuff out of your pockets you don't want and just like chuck it on the ground. You're like, now I have room.
To be honest, I might have just, if I really could have been indecisive or something, I would have just thrown an item away. But it just makes more sense to give it to somebody. That way, the item doesn't go to waste and they actually get a gift. So,
now everybody's happy.
Exactly. Ironically, Craig is a character who's like always like acts depressed or whatever and stuff. So it was,
really?
Yeah. It's like because in the beginning of the game, you end up coming to the island, but your house is not even actually finished being built yet. Yet you're coming to the island.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so the mayor gets you to move in with the nearby farm owners, which Craig is the owner of it. And neither of them really know what's going on, and then you get wrapped up into working part-time for them in exchange for room and board, which kind of sucks in a way. Like, the mayor just kind of ropes you into responsibility you never signed up for.
He's just like Tom Nook.
Exactly. Tom Nook would really be the mayor. In the game, he kind of fits a little better.
Do we know why Craig is depressed?
I don't really think there's an actual reason. If there is, I've never actually found it out, because I never have actually played this game extensively as well as some other Harvest Moon games. I don't know if there's how much character development there is for characters. I know there's tons of character development for either important characters or bachelors and bachelorettes, but other than that, there's not. I haven't seen a whole lot of character development. But granted, I've never actually even gotten that far in my own game. I mean, I finished the main game, and I've gotten married in that game, but I've yet to have, like, children or whatever in that game yet. Because I fell out of interest with this game for a little bit, and then when I started doing a Let's Play, I had to make a copy of my original file and move it to another Wii, so that I could erase my file to make a one for the Let's Play, so... Until I get everything sorted out, I'm not going to even play my own file with this. But then again, I don't have a Wii to play it on anyway. So,
true.
So I don't...
You haven't been able to fix that, have you?
No. I have, like, why am I randomly stopping? There must be stuff going on in the live commentary that is, like, throwing me off. Because when I have distractions that are kind of either really bad or... It both affects my commentary and usually my gameplay. You'll have to look to part 62 for that, because like I had no idea what I was doing. I was just recording an episode to get it out because they hadn't had it, but I had like no plan.
That's not very good.
No, the episode was okay for what it was, but it was very uneventful, in my opinion. I don't know what the viewers are going to think of it, but I mean, it was an okay episode. But like, oh crap! I lost her. Try and get her back. Oh, you didn't? Hello? Ember! Oh dear. Oh no. Don't... Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Oh dear. In the meanwhile, just enjoy the episode here. Ugh. sorry about that. That was annoying.
Pain in the buttocks.
Yes, I don't know why the internet just completely crapped out and just disconnected us mid-episode. This is already gonna be interesting to edit. Oh well, I got nothing but time. So, I don't even remember what we were doing. I know I bought the cake. Too bad, I feel like our conversation was very riveting.
It probably was. I don't remember what we were talking about. And then you'll watch the video and be like, oh man.
Yeah. But anyway, see now this whole issue is through my train of thought right off. Blah. Oh, look at this. Last time you were here, Ember, you were mostly watching the fishing and everything. Now you're actually seeing the mine. So...
Yeah, I saw a little bit of the mine last time, but it was all like blurry and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yes, well this is definitely... Viewers have said that this is more interesting to them than fishing. But I think some people have said my ramblings of complaining during fishing can be kind of funny. But this is more interesting. This is... Okay, the mine is why this episode is so long. Because it seems whenever I'm in a mine, just the time in the episodes escape me. It's just like, they're always long. I don't understand. Which is why it's more convenient to fish instead of mine, but people get bored of watching people fishing all the time.
Just imagine how long it would take if there's any creepers.
Oh gosh. That would be funny.
I don't think your character would be very happy about that.
Nah, but he's got plenty of tools. He could probably fight it off.
Just smash it in the face with a hammer.
Yes.
When it explodes.
Yeah, smash his face with an iron! I'm sorry, I watched a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun today and yesterday, so it's kind of fresh in my mind.
I've actually seen the movie that's from several times.
I didn't know what that was, so...
Really?
Nope.
You really don't know what that movie quote is?
No.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised. It's from a series called Home Alone. It's
which one?
I don't remember which one. I think it's the second one.
I've seen
because he said it because the kid he was in his like uncle's house and they were renovating the house at the time and he dropped no wait, maybe it wasn't that. He dropped a brick on his head in that one. Maybe it was the first one that he dropped an iron on his face.
I think I didn't know that was I guess I've seen both the first two Home Alones and stuff. The second one not very extensively. I mean, it's kind of weird, but I don't remember it. It must have been, if I had heard it, it must not have been that memorable to me for me to remember it as a quote. I'll run to it, yeah. Stamina juice, gas, and stuff.
Stamina. Oh no. I've seen it so many times, mostly because it was like my brother's favorite movie when he was younger. So he watched it like all the time.
I see.
He loves watching people get hurt. And there's a lot of like comedic slapstick humor in that movie.
Ah, that's mean. I love watching people in pain.
Well, he's mentally challenged, so
it's all right. It's
yeah.
Gonna get your breath.
It's kind of like it's like he's like 25, but has the mind of a 10-year-old. That's kind of how it works, and he can't really talk so well, so.
It's in a way it's kind of similar when it comes to the mental part about autistic kids. There's nothing wrong. Well, I guess there is something wrong with them, but like when it comes to their mentality, they're not like stupid, but they just seem a few years younger than they actually are. And sometimes I've noticed I have a couple of friends who are autistic, and they seem very well spoken and very well informed on what they talk about, even if they are a little different than normal.
Yeah, in my opinion, they're pretty normal. It's just that they have a hard time expressing their emotions like physically, or like making their emotions clear, because they do definitely feel. It's just that like, and it's not for all of them. Some of them are like my one autistic friend. Like I didn't even know she was autistic when I met her, because she seemed like pretty normal to me.
Right.
But the ones that have like really bad cases are the ones that kind of don't really ever like speak that much or have any kind of facial expression to them, but they still feel and they can still like think for themselves and stuff.
Right. I mean, one friend I know, he seems pretty much normal. It's only the fact that he seems a little younger than he is. But other than that, he seems fine. And the other one, he's a bit odd. I'm not really gonna say names, obviously, because I don't know which. If they watch the video, so I don't want to seem like I'm insulting them. Just kind of, or if they're not really aware of it. So I'm not gonna be that one. All the gems are gone. I don't want to be like that one person that like says something mean. They're my friends. I don't have nothing against them. I don't label them. I don't think they're different. Well, they are different, but I don't think they're weird or anything because of it.
Everybody's different in their own super special way.
Yeah, they can be a little obnoxious at times, though. But then again, anybody can be obnoxious.
Cough, cough, check a Conroy. Cough, cough, cough. Pretty much every Let's Player that ever existed.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, the shroom land. Oh, shrooms. All those mushrooms.
Don't eat the mushrooms.
No. Well, the mushrooms are okay. The spotted little speckled toadstools aren't.
Have you ever watched that Let's Play?
What was that Let's Play?
Don't eat the mushroom by Proton John.
That was a Let's. I know the saying, but it's a Let's Play. Or is it
yeah, it's a 2-video Let's Play, and like with both the videos combined, it's like 11 minutes long. But it's really funny because of the way like John reacts to the game.
Is it an actual game or is it like a ROM hack Mario?
It is like an actual game, but like it's a really super short game that like an independent person made.
So basically an indie game. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
I'm learning how to identify and label indie games a lot better now after watching Markiplier do that. Maybe a lot of the stuff he does is indie stuff.
I watched the SCP thing from Markiplier, and then I had a hard time falling asleep because that freaking sculpture, I don't like it. Especially since I saw like the real picture of it on the SCP website. I was just like, I can't sleep now.
It's honestly,
wake up tomorrow and
I honestly don't think it looks that creepy, but the fact that it's sudden. I'm not big on jump scares.
For me, the thing that freaks me out the most is that there's like an actual picture of it.
Yeah.
Like somebody actually made a figurine that looks like that, or a sculpture that looks like that. Why?
If you're afraid of that guy, I don't know if he has that. He's like the concrete statue or whatever, the sculpture, whatever his code name is or whatever. If you probably feel better if you had one of a different SCP that was like, it was called the iPods or whatever. You should look it up. Or I think I might have the link up if you want to go get it for you afterwards. It's really.
I have the SCP website saved in my bookmark, so I can go read it anytime.
Right. Well, I'll get you the number for it. But it was funny. I'll let you kind of read stuff about it themselves. But there's like, they have this protective nature about them. Oh dear, paralysis gas. Such just waste of time. That blue.
Oh no.
You think yellow or something might be paralysis gas, but no, blue gas is paralysis gas.
That's Pokemon logic.
Yeah. But shoot, what was I saying? Like, it was like, they have this protective nature about them, and it's like they knew that that direct contact prevents him from moving. So these creatures, they can't blink. They have eyes, they can't blink. They went into the containment cell and they stared at the sculpture, and he couldn't move because they had their eyes on him, and they kept eyes on them while the maintenance crew did their cleaning of his cage or whatever. Which was kind of.
Why would they need to clean a cage of something that's like not technically alive?
I don't know. Maybe I read this website says like they're cold, not cruel. So I guess they're trying to be hospitable towards it, even if it's like an evil creature. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly think just some of this stuff is kind of just made up just to make them a little more dangerous. Because I mean, I believe that's in the beginning of SCP. That's the idea of what was going on. They were going to go in for a routine cleaning or something.
In the game, it looked like they were doing testing on it, because the people they put into the cell were prison guards they're like sent on death row or something, but instead of going to death row, they go do these weird experiments with the SCPs.
Yeah, I was reading something about that. They're people on the death sentence, but they believe they're given a full pardon for a months of employment at the Foundation.
Yeah. That or once their death row sentence time runs out, either the SCP, whatever SCP they're studying will kill the inmate, or they'll just be sent back to, like, go die.
Yeah, it's a cruel fate to know that you're completely disposable and you have no usefulness or purpose other than just to be wasted away. It's sad.
Yeah, and that's not just for, like, you know, prison inmate people either. It's for pretty much any normal person can be pretty easily disposable. Just,
yeah.
Although I don't think something, you know, stuff like that doesn't actually happen, so... Or
Yeah.
does it?
It's like Area 61. You gotta keep it secret or whatever.
Maybe it's in Area 61.
There you go.
I'd be terrified to know. Okay, doesn't the figure, can't it, like, teleport and stuff?
No, but it can only move when there's nothing looking at it, and I believe it moves at a blinding fast speed that it can't be tracked.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really teleportation.
I think in the game he can, like, teleport, but that's just the game.
Yeah, that's game programming, yeah. Because although they have to make him follow you somehow.
And I don't know how a figure, I mean, it can move, obviously, but I don't know if it can move, like, its arms and legs and stuff. So I don't know how it could break your neck.
Well, I think it can, because sometimes they'll have it have its arms in one stance and then sometimes in another.
Oh. Why? Why does it want to kill people?
I don't know. It's weird. I like it how the website is kind of inconsistent with their stuff, because like it is made by multiple people.
Yeah.
And stuff, like they're contributors, which is kind of interesting. The thing is, though, since you mentioned Chugga and actually brought up something that I found out today, I was watching one of Lucagen's videos, and like I was surprised because Chugga Conroy was guesting in it. I'm like, wait,
Ooh,
what?
Really?
I was surprised. Yeah, it was one of her Pokemon White videos where she was where she took on the 8th gym of Pokemon White. Like the word.
That seems like a rare thing for Chugga.
Yeah, I know. It was weird. I feel like, oh, I bet you anybody would get a kick out of that, because I was just saying a couple of days ago how he wouldn't lower himself to working with somebody else, like less than him.
He does appear in other people's videos, but I've never seen like any of his friends appear in his videos except for Steven.
It's true. I did see.
You know how ironic that is.
Yeah, it is good. Okay. Alright. Well, I actually have seen a few times, like you said, Steven, and then I've actually seen an episode of Kirby's Big Yarn. Like he's showing off the multiplayer version of it, and he had Proton John on the channel as well. Like it was on his actual. But I think Chugga is just that kind of person. Maybe he's not big on having just kind of random guests, because some people don't like that in their Let's Plays, just random out of nowhere guests that you don't know where they come from. They're just kind of inconsistent. I honestly prefer.
I don't know if that's it.
Well,
it might be that like I don't. It's been a long time. I don't remember where I heard this, but I think Chugga said something about like the reason why he doesn't have guests is because like his fan base complains like oh, how come you can have this person on but not this person? They're getting special treatment or something like that.
It's better to not give anybody any kind of thing like that, just to keep people from complaining, because it's easier. I mean, obviously, I think it makes sense for people like John and stuff to be in his videos, because he does like an active co-op stuff with them, and he was doing special stuff for that.
Yeah, that kind of sucks though, because Chugga should be able to like bring anybody into his videos that he wants to, without his fans getting all like pissed off over it. It's stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, to cut the conversation short though, the end of the episode's here, so that'll do it for this episode of Let's Play Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Light. I did that again. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you join us next time.